Hello. So today we are going to learn about Automation Studio. Before that, I would like to give brief introduction about Salesforce Marketing Cloud. What is Salesforce Marketing Cloud? Salesforce Marketing Cloud is an automation platform that deals with commercial as well as transactional data. Okay, so let me show you. This is the Marketing Cloud org, Salesforce Marketing Cloud org. Okay, here you can find there are multiple tools: Email Studio, Mobile Studio, and other tools. Okay, from Email Studio we send email of commercial as well as transactional type. Okay, from Mobile Studio we have facility to send push notifications, we can send SMS, we can even have group connect also. So there are multiple tools such that we can provide services, or we can communicate through our subscribers. But what is Automation Studio? Automation Studio is a marketing cloud application that used to execute multi-step marketing and data management activities on an immediate, triggered or scheduled basis. It can import, export, decrypt and perform all sort of data from any external source. So basically what Automation Studio is, the name itself contains its definition. Automation Studio means where everything is going to get automated. Okay, there is no manual efforts that is needed. Okay, everything will be automated over here. So Automation Studio, if you can see here, Automation Studio is a part of Journey Builder. Okay, now from the capability of Automation Studio, we're going to learn more about Automation Studio. The first and foremost capability of Automation Studio is that it is a multi-step marketing. So what Automation Studio do is, in Automation Studio we play with data, means it make data in a format that we want. Okay, it process the data. We can do anything with data. We can filter, we can query, we can import, export, decrypt data, whatever we want to do with data, everything we do with Automation Studio. Okay, and the first capability, that it is a multi-step marketing. What is the meaning of multi-step marketing? As I told you earlier, that from Email Studio we can send email. Okay, from Mobile Studio we can send SMS, push notification and everything. But what if I want to send all these things together? Can I send SMS from Email Studio also? No. Can I send email from Mobile Studio? No. But this thing can be done at the same time as well as simultaneously through Automation Studio. Okay, this is the UI of Automation Studio. If I click over here from here or main org, if I will click on Journey Builder, okay, I'll get this Automation Studio over here. Okay, once I click on this, I will get this UI. Okay, so this is the UI where you can see the earlier happened automation. This green symbol means it has been completed. Okay, this gray symbol means it's not been completed. All right, and there are other symbols from where this red symbol means there is an error in this automation. Okay, so this is how you can get the idea, like what is the state of your automation that you have created. For best practices, what we do is we store our automation in a folder. Okay, if I'll click new automation, then this is the main UI of my Automation Studio. Alright, here you can see 3 entry sources have been provided: schedule, file drop and trigger. And there are multiple activities that we can do from Automation Studio. Okay, from here you can give it a name, whatever name you want to give to your Automation Studio. From summary, you can see the summary of Automation Studio. This is the workflow that I have opened right now, and you can also check the activities. Okay, from history you can check the history of your Automation Studio, and activities are for the checking activities also. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, we have learned that our automation studio have a multi-step marketing, okay, feature. So what I was talking, like if I want to send everything at one instance, I want to send email, I want to send SMS, okay, I want to send push notifications, I want to have group connect, okay. So this is the feature, this is the feature of automation studio. Therefore it is called as multi-step marketing. Why? Because from automation studio we can send email, we can send SMS, we can send push notification, and we can have group connect. We can do it step by step also, or we can do it simultaneously also, okay. At one instance, if I want to send everything, okay, via email, via SMS, via push, my if I want to send or if I want to communicate with my subscriber via email, SMS, push notification or group connect, I can do so from, I can do it from automation studio. Suppose if I want that once I sent an email, then after some time, okay, I want to send SMS, then that feature is also there. Through this wait activity, you can, configure the time. See, after 1 hour, or after 1 day, or after 1 week, or after 1 month, or any time you can set over here. And after that, I would like to send an SMS, send a SMS, okay. So this is the feature. For a demo purpose, let me show you how to send an email, okay. Here from entry source, we will click on schedule, okay. Now what schedule will do, if we configure, if we click on configure, then from here we can click on a date, on which date you want to, you know on which date you want to send an email, okay. The start time you can select any time, that whatever time you want you can select from here, okay. Let me select 11 a.m, 12 p.m, okay. There is an option of repeat, there is an option over here, like whether you want to, repeat this automation in a minute, or in an hour, or in daily, or in weekdays, or weekly, monthly, yearly, okay. So you can repeat this automation also. For example, I have selected none right now, but you can select as per your requirement, okay. Now if I click on done, then here comes the option like send email. If I click on over here, and I'm clicking on this test email, okay. Here you can get the send definition properties, like the name of this email, the external key is auto generated, okay, and description. So you can get all this information, like who is the person who is sending this email, okay, and who are the audience to whom we are sending this email, okay. Everything we can get from here. If I'll click on done, you can replace, edit and delete also. You can replace, edit, view or delete also. If you click on edit or view, you can see like whom you are sending email, and everything you can do it from here. If you want, you can select your target audience also from here, okay. If suppose I have my folder where there is customer profile data extension, which contains some people's information and their email IDs, okay. So those people will get my email. Let me show you my data extension. From email we need to go to the subscriber. From here you need to select data extensions. Here the list of data extensions will be there, and from here you can select this is my data extension customer profile. Okay, here there are 4 records. See, these are the records who are going to get email. Alright, from my automation studio. So I have selected, and here you can see the targeted audience is here. Okay, if I want to exclude some of them, or if I want to suppress them, then I can do so from here also. Now if I click on next, this is the email that those people will get. Okay, now I'll save it. I have to give it a name. Okay, and if I want to store it somewhere, then that thing also I can do. Alright, so once you save this thing, then you'll get this option, run once. So if you want to check whether this email is proper or not, whether this automation is working properly or not, then you can check it from here. Select your email and then run. Okay, so this is the bar. This is the page where you can see that if any error will occur, then if you will enter your email address here, then you can get that error, like what error has happened, so that the automation has not get successful. Okay, has not been successful. And if the automation got completed also, then you will get your email. If you enter your email address here, then also you'll get the notification. Okay, so till for now I am clicking on run now. Once you'll get this notification like this automation started successfully. Okay, so let me show you. This is my email. If I'll show you, see, this is the mail I got. Okay, so this is the email that I sent through Automation Studio. Okay, this is how you can perform the things from Automation Studio. Now if I want that after some time I want to send SMS, then also I can do so. So everything you can do from Automation Studio, therefore it is called as multi-step marketing. Okay, then we'll move to next capability. Okay, next is advanced filter and segmentation things can happen in Automation Studio. What is the meaning of advanced filter? Now if you'll see in your org, here in your org, if you'll go to the data extensions, okay, so you have already an option of filtering the data over here. Then what is the difference between this filter and the filter which already provided in data extension? So the major difference is that when I filter data from data extension, okay, if I filter data from data extension, then if I want to refresh this data, then that is I need to do manually. I cannot do it, or it will not going to refresh automatically. So this is the problem. Suppose this is my folder. Okay, this is my customer profile. If I'll click on this and I want to filter the data, So here whatever attributes are there, that will show. From here, if I'll select suppose gender, and gender should equal to male, only those record will be there. Okay. Now if I'll save it, I need to give it a name, November data extension. Okay. And I can save it in my folder also. Close. Okay. If I'll check, we need to store it. Save. Saving filter data extension. Now my standard data extension will be converted into type filter data extension. Okay. And the criteria is gender is equals to male. This is my new data extension. You can see there were 4 records. 2 were for female and 2 were for male. Now if I will click on records, here you can see the gender is male. Okay. But this is the scenario for 4 records. Suppose here are the data extension gets million of record. Okay. And those records are coming in batches. After half an hour, 100 record will come. Then after 1 hour, 200 record will come. Then is it possible for me to come again and refresh the data here again and again? No, it is humanly not possible to go and manually refresh the data. Then how can it happen? It can happen through Automation Studio. Okay, from Automation Studio we can refresh the data which have been filtered, but there is a criteria. What Automation Studio says, I will filter only those records of data extension which data extensions are created in Automation Studio itself. Okay, only those data extensions which have been created in Automation Studio, only those data extensions record what filter, otherwise no. Okay, if the data extension is not been created in Automation Studio, then it will not going to refresh the data. How can we refresh the data from here? See, first of all, we need to go in subscriber. From here, we need to create data filters. Okay. Suppose I have created new data filter. Here you need to select whether you want to have profile attributes or data extension. So my data are in data extension. Okay. So I'll select data extension. Now from here I will select the source data extension on which I want to perform my filter activity. Okay. So this is my customer profile where 4 records are there. I will select it and I'll click it on OK. Suppose I select gender and here I'll write this time female. Make sure that you do not do spelling mistake. Okay. This is gender female. If I'll save it, then it will ask me to give it a name. Automations. Okay. I'll save it in my this folder and save. I have not created a data extension. What I have created here, I have filtered my data. Okay, here I have filtered my data. Now I am creating my data extension. Okay. That will Automation Studio will do it for me. How? Here we need to choose and create new filter activity. We have to give it a name. Automation external key will auto generate. Here I will select my filter that I have created. Okay. So this is my filter which I have created. Next, give it a name and finish. I will save it and run once. Run now. If I'll go in my data extension folder, see, this has been created by Automation Studio. This is the data extension which is created by my Automation Studio. You can see it is showing processing. Okay, so once it will get completed, then it will reflect the records. We'll wait for some time. Okay, let's move on to the next step. Okay, once this process will get completed, then I'll show you the result. Okay, so what is the next capability of Automation Studio? Like, it has advanced segmentation feature also. Now here I showed you that if I want to fetch the data, or if I want to filter the data from a single data extension, then I can use this. Filter. Okay, but what if I want to fetch, or if I want to get the data from multiple data extensions? Then what we can do, we have the another activity, that is SQL query. Okay, from SQL query we can fetch the data from multiple data extensions. Okay, so how can we do that? But there is a criteria in Automation Studio, like if whatever attributes you want to get from the data extension, for that you have to make targeted data extension also, like where your data will going to get stored. In that data extension you have to create exact those attributes which you are going to query through SQL query. Okay, so the refresh is still processing. Okay, so I'll check it later. But what I was talking that I want to query the data from multiple data extensions. Okay, so first what I want to do is I want to make targeted data extension. Then suppose I have this two data extensions from where I want to fetch the data. Okay, so which are those two data extensions? First is transactional data, from where I want to fetch the data. Here I will fetch quantity, date, okay, subscriber key, and from the other data extension like customer profile, okay, I want to fetch first name, last name, age. Okay, so whatever attributes I want to fetch, I will create one targeted data extension of those attributes. Okay, so I have already created a targeted data extension over here. See, this is my targeted data extension where I want first name, last name, age, gender, country from data extension 1, that is customer profile, and subscriber key, product purchase, quantity and date from the second data extension, which is transaction data. Okay, now here my record will come. Once I'll query the from Automation Studio, once I'll query my activity, then the data will get stored over here. Okay. So you need to select like this, click on choose. Okay, create new query. Here I'll give it a name, multi data extension query. Okay, you can save it in a folder location where you want to save. Suppose I save here. Then next, now here you need to write query. Okay, so what I want to fetch, I want to fetch data. So here I need to write attributes. I'll go into my folder. I'll find my targeted data extension. Okay, and I'll drag it here. Then all the attributes will come automatically. Then I'll write select first name, last name, age, gender, country, subscriber key, product purchase, quantity, date. Okay, from where? From customer profile. Okay, from I will give it a name as data extension 1. Okay, and join transactional data as data extension 2. Okay, now there is a criteria when you are querying two data extensions, then there should be some common attribute there. Okay, so both of my data extension contains subscriber key as a common key, subscriber key as a common attribute. Okay, that is in my data extension 1 also, and that is in my data extension 2 also. This is mandatory, otherwise you cannot query the data from two data extensions. Okay, now on de1 dot subscriber key is equals to data extension 2 dot subscriber key. Okay, you need to mention from which data extension you are querying these attributes. Okay, now I'll first validate this syntax. It is not showing any error, it is just showing one suggestion that you can use where clause also. Okay, now if suppose I will write here where clause also, where d1 dot country is equals to, suppose I selected US, which is already there. Okay, in my data extension, let me show you. Customer profile, records. So which record will come? This record will come. Sonal Patel. Okay, US. Now you can validate. So this is validated. If you'll click on next, so you will get the target data extension where you want to store your data. So I'll select my target data extension here. This is my target data extension. Okay, 0 records are there. I will go over it. Finish. Okay, now I'll save it and run once. Till then, let me show you those data filter automation which I have created earlier, whether it got the record or not. See, from November 25, if you'll see here, this is my data extension which has been created by Automation Studio. If I click over here, okay, when I click on records, see the gender female which I filtered. Okay, so I got this data extension. Now if million of record will come into this data extension, I do not need to do it manually. I do not need to come and manually refresh it. It will automatically get refreshed. Okay, and once I get this filtered data extension, I can use it to send emails to the female and can send female emails or female based products, okay, to them. So this is the benefit of using Automation Studio. If I would have selected male over here, then I can separately send them male products, okay, emails of male products. So this is the filter criteria that we can use in Automation Studio. All right, so what we were doing, we were querying from multiple data extension. Click on run now. So this data extension started successfully, it is showing. Okay, from summary you can see the status. Okay, here you can see that this has been completed. This email that we sent is also completed. Okay, so from here you can get the idea whether what is your status, means what is your Automation Studio status. Okay, now we'll check our targeted data extension whether it got the record or not. Alright, it will take some time. Okay, once the data will get reflected, then I'll show you the result. Till then, let's move on the next capability. Now, what I did here, my automation was for data extension. But what if I want to fetch data from list based data model? What I can do is I can use this refresh group. From refresh group, there is a feature of, this is the feature of Automation Studio through which you can query data from list. Okay, how we can do? So we need to go to subscriber. From here we need to click on groups. Okay, once you click on group, then you need to create one group. Okay, so that should, whether it is filtered or random, that you need to click on. Okay, so from here, suppose I have my list. Let me select any list. So this is my list. Okay, it will show me the attributes. Here I will select gender, and I want that the data should be filtered based on gender male. Okay, now I will save it, give it a name, list based filter, and save. You need to select the location also. Okay, save it and close and save and build. It is processing. See, I have created list-based filter. So these are the records of list-based filter based on my criteria gender male. Okay. From Automation Studio, I will select refresh group and I choose that list-based filter. So this is how I can fetch the data or I can refresh the data from the list-based data model. Okay, so those records will store over here and it will get refreshed automatically. So in both data extension and in list-based data model also, we can filter data and we can refresh data from Automation Studio. Okay, now there is one more feature, okay, of Automation Studio, that is data view. What is data view? We saw that this is the multi-step marketing. Okay, Automation Studio have also facility to have advanced filter and segmentation where you can refresh data automatically and only refresh the data extension which is created by Automation Studio itself. Okay, we did query. To query data from more than one data extension, it is used. Okay, where we need to specify targeted data extension, and that is only for data extension. But what if you want to query the data from list, then we have refresh group. Okay, there are some SQL query consideration, that is your query can run for maximum 30 minutes. All right, only for 30 minutes. After, if more than 30 minutes the time will be taken, then you will get an error. Okay, then only 6 months of data can be queried. You can query only data up to 6 months. For more than those data, you'll not be able to query. Okay, then attributes of targeted data extension should be same as queried. Otherwise, it doesn't raise an error for mismatched field names. Okay, if your targeted data extension will not have attributes which you have queried through SQL query, then you will not get data in your targeted data extension. Then the next is no more than 20 query activities are permitted in a single automation step. Okay, you can query only 20. Now what is data view, which I was talking earlier? So data view is like a server. If you see this org, if you'll see this org, you'll not find this keyword data view anywhere. If you'll find here, you'll not be able to find data view anywhere. Okay, so what is data view actually? A data view is a predefined system object. What is it? It contains subscriber and subscriber related tracking details. Okay, if I'll find it, I can find it in Google. See, what data view do? Actually, data view contains subscribers related details. Okay, you can get any type of detail of subscriber from data view. Like suppose how many subscriber have unsubscribed my email, or how many subscriber have opened my email, how many subscriber clicked on the link which I sent through email. Every information you can get it from here. See, to view the click data for emails, and complaint is for to view complaint data. You can check even how many subscriber got this bounced email that you sent. Okay, then to view your subscriber and their profile, there is enterprise attribute. Every information related to subscriber you can get from data view. Okay, so data view is a part of relational data model. Query data view using Automation Studio for up to 6 months. Here also there is a criteria that for 6 month data also, so 6 months data only can be queried. Okay, the data which are older than 6 months cannot be queried. It contains subscriber and subscriber related details. And the most essential part is it can't be seen but can be accessed only. Okay, if you want to fetch data from data view, okay, if you want that I want the particular subscribers detail, then you can get it through data view by using query. Okay, by using SQL query you can fetch the data. Let me show you this thing also. For that, what you need to do is, first of all, you have to create a data extension, the targeted data extension. Okay, same as what we did earlier, where you can store your queried data. So I'll go to email. Here, I will go in the data extensions. I will select randomly one data extension or one subscriber. Okay. Whose data will fetch. From tracking, you'll get job ID. What is job ID? Job ID is a unique number that will be given to every subscriber. Okay, so this is my data extension, or this is my record for which I want to fetch the data. So what kind of data I want to fetch? Suppose I want to view whether this person has opened my email or not. Okay, so I'll use this data view open. For that, what are the attributes I want? I want account ID, I want job ID, okay, I want subscriber key is unique. So I'll create one data extension of these attributes. Okay, so if you'll see, I have already created it. See, targeted data view or data extension. Okay, here 0 records. I want account ID, job ID, subscriber ID, event date is unique. Okay, give it a proper data type, otherwise you'll not get record here. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll copy this job ID because I want to fetch records of this contact. Now I'll go in SQL query, create new SQL query, give it a name, data view query. Okay, select the folder where you want to store it, or you can select query only. Here you need to write the query. Okay, so we'll write those attributes which we want to fetch. From my targeted data extension, I can get the attributes, or I can write it manually also. Okay. But the best practice is just copy paste it, because the manual error can happen in spellings or in uppercase, lowercase, so that you'll get error over here. Okay. To avoid error, you just copy the attributes. Select account ID, job ID, subscriber key, event date is unique. From where? From where you'll fetch it? From open data view. Okay. But you need to use this keyword underscore open. Okay. You cannot write directly open. From open as, give it a name, short name O. Okay. Then where job ID equals to, what was my job ID? This was my job ID, 566244, right? From where you are fetching these attributes, open data view. Okay. Now I'll validate it. So it has been validated. Now I'll select next. Where I want to store it, then I'll select my targeted data extension. Okay. So I'll select my folder and targeted data view data extension, which have 0 record count. Alright, then I'll select it next and finish. I'll save it and run once. This is how you can query every detail of a subscriber from data view. Okay, you can query whether they have unsubscribed your email or what. You can query whether the email that you sent was bounced or not. So from million of subscribers, you can find their responses and everything through data. Therefore, data view is very essential part of Marketing Cloud. Okay. Let me check whether the records got reflected or not. Maybe it will take some time. We should wait for some time. The data has not been reflected here. Once the process will complete, then it will automatically refresh it will automatically reflect the data here. Okay. So what we seen that from data view we can get any data we want about subscriber. Okay. Next, the next capability of Automation Studio. Now, Automation Studio has a capability to extract, transform and load the data. How? Here there is another starting source which is a file drop. What file drop do? Suppose there is my another external system where there is a file, okay, in which number of subscriber details have been stored, and that file, if I send into this org, okay, so that file will come in this file drop. Alright, if I want to import that data, then I can use data import. Okay, so what will happen, whatever file I'll get from external source, okay, that file will come first of all over here. You have to configure it, okay, through file name pattern or use file name pattern. Okay, from these options you can select and you can create it. Okay, you can configure it. Once you'll do so, alright, then that file can be imported here. Once the file will import over here, then you can store it in your data extension. Alright, then those records will get stored in your data extension. But is it possible that whatever file you'll get will only be in .csv format? Because our Automation Studio accepts only those files which have a format CSV. Okay, so it is not possible. Those e-commercial platforms who have their subscribers or their customers data, those data are very essential and they keep their data, they keep their customers data as a confidential information. So they give that data in the protected format. Maybe they give you in zipped file. Then what can you do? Here there is a feature that is a file transfer. Okay, what you can do, whatever format you'll get file over here, that format will get converted into CSV through this file transfer, and then you can import that data. Okay, so this is the feature of file transfer. Next, suppose right now I got 50 subscribers records, okay, and I imported those data and saved into my data extension. But suppose after 15 minutes another 100 subscribers related data came, then those data which were earlier into my data extension will be disappear and new data will get replaced. Then if suppose I want to get backup of those data, then how can I do it? Then for that there is also an option, that is data extract. Okay, from data extract, what data extract do? Data extract keep the backup of those records which came earlier. Okay, so that you can have this backup. All right, so this is the feature of one of the feature of Automation Studio. Like for backup you can use it, you can use this data extract. So from data copy or import, you can import data into Marketing Cloud from other system. From file transfer, you can convert format of data file into CSV format. Okay, from data extract you can have backup of imported data. There are other activities also, like fire event, report definition, import mobile contact, refresh mobile, filtered list, script and verification, which are the other features or other activities that is there in Automation Studio. All right, so this is how we learn about Automation Studio. Now, what is Journey Builder? Journey Builder, that is the meaning of Journey Builder is building a journey of a customer. For example, if a customer or a subscriber bought a product, okay, and the subscriber clicked on purchase, then suddenly the subscriber get the email or a SMS that your order has been confirmed. So that decision making capability or that streamlined process that we can do through Journey Builder. So Journey Builder is the most essential tool of Marketing Cloud because it has the decision making capability. You can decide, like based on user or based on subscribers behavior, what email or what SMS or how can you communicate, what data should be there, how can you communicate with the subscriber after their action. Okay, so this we can define through Journey Builder. So it is a workflow that we define and empower. It empowers the system to take decisions by its own, enhance user experience, and the communication has to be streamlined. So it is a series of communication that we do with the subscribers, okay, through Journey Builder. Now, what is the difference between Automation Studio and Journey Builder? What we have learned that what Automation Studio do. Automation Studio can do multi-step marketing, okay. It can send email, it can send SMS, it can send push notification. Automation Studio can filter the data, it can segment the data, okay. We can fetch the data from Automation Studio, we can import, we can transfer, we can load the data. So everything, whatever we want to do with data, we can do from Automation Studio. But can we take decisions through Automation Studio? No. Automation Studio do not have that capability to decide what next step we should do in order to communicate with subscriber. So that thing is not possible in Automation Studio, but that feature is there with Journey Builder. Okay. Now the main purpose of Automation Studio is automate data and backend process. It usually automate data and do the process in backend. What Journey Builder do? It decides customer journey and through communication, series of communication. Okay. The main focus of Automation Studio is data automation. Okay. And what Journey Builder's focus is one-to-one personalized journey for prospect communication. Do we have decision making capability in Automation Studio? No, we cannot take decision in Automation Studio, or Automation Studio cannot take decision by its own, but Journey Builder can do so. Okay, the type, it is user initiated. You have seen that Automation Studio is user initiated, and journey builder is automated. Trigger, file API schedule, and here customer behavior. Based on customer behavior, we do activities. Alright. So let me show you the UI of journey builder. Here you can click on journey builder. See, this is the UI of journey builder, okay, where you can see that number of journeys has been made earlier, and you can see their status, whether they are in running or they have been stopped or is in draft, okay. You can see their performances also, last modified and last activity date, everything you can get it from here, alright. So if I'll click on create a new journey, then it will show me this thing, whether you want to create multi-step journey or single send journey or transactional send journey. For now I am selecting multi-step journey, okay. Once you click on create, then you'll get this UI, which is the main UI of journey builder. Here you have multiple entry sources, okay, API event, audience, cloud pages, data extension, event, in-app message event, inbound chat, mobile app event, push message event, and Salesforce data, okay. So we'll use for now data extension. Now suppose there are, I'll select from data extension, I'll create a new journey here where I'll select the records to whom I want to send my offer, okay, employment offer. So let's select. So already I have created my data extension, okay. Here you can see the data view which we fetched got one record, okay. If I'll click on records, so this is the record which I got of that job ID. So this is how you can fetch the data from data view also. This is possible, and this is the most essential part of Marketing Cloud, alright, and Automation Studio, that you can query any data of subscriber, whatever data you want. I have queried account ID, job ID, subscriber key, event date is unique, means whether the subscriber clicked on my mail multiple times. Yes, if the user or if the subscriber has clicked multiple times on my email, then it is showing true, right. So this is how we can fetch the data from data view, okay. What we were looking for, we were looking for the records of subscribers to whom, or the customers to, or the candidates to whom I want to send my offer letter. So these are the 4 candidates, alright, and I want to communicate with them through journey builder. So how can I do? First I'll select them. So from data extension, these are those 4 records, 4 candidates, alright. So I'll selected them, okay. Now done. So those 4 records came here, alright. Now I will use this flow control to take decisions, alright. This is the decision split that I'll put over here. What decision I want to take, I'll click here and I want to apply filter over here. What kind of filter? I want to send my offer or direct acceptance of offer based on last name, okay. Suppose I select any one last name, that is Rathod, okay, or I can select Chaudhary, okay. Let me select Chaudhary. I took the decision that that surname which has a last name as Chaudhary, I want to send that person a different email, okay. Then Now for other surname, I want to send different email. Okay, so this is my decision split. Based on any attribute criteria, you can divide it. Alright, now I want to send email to that person who have surname as Chaudhary, a different email, and a different email to those who have other surname. So what I am doing, I have already created an email. So the person who have a surname as Chaudhary, I am sending that person a offer letter email. Okay, I am sending that person offer letter email, and those who have surname other than Chaudhary, I will send them acceptance confirmation email. Okay, directly sending them acceptance confirmation. Alright, now here I will use one more activity, that is decision. I'll wait for some period. I want to wait for some period, whether I want to check whether they have opened or not. For that I will wait for some time. So what I will select, wait by duration from here also, and from here also. I'll select for 1 minute. Okay, whatever time or days or week you want to select, you can select from here. After 1 minute, I want to check whether that person has opened my email or not. Okay, so this engagement split is the activity or a flow control through which you can check whether the person has opened or your email or not, or whether you sent your link in your email, whether the person has clicked on that link or not. Everything you can see from, or you can decide it from engagement split. Okay, so engagement split will check whether this offer letter email has been opened or not. You can check clicked or not, or bounced or what. Okay, you can check from here also. So I am checking whether it has been opened or not. Okay, then done. And if it has been opened, then I will send the next email to that person. Which email? I want to send that person acceptance confirmation email. Okay, so do I need to go again and select email here? No. What I can do, I can join that path. I can Alright, we'll use it afterwards. I can copy this. There is a feature of copying this, or you can do it from this acceptance copy. Alright, we can set it. Okay, we can copy it also, but for now let's set this. So once it opened my email, I want to send that person acceptance confirmation email. Okay, done. Then if that person has not opened my email, then what I'll do, I will send that person reminder email, that is a reminder email. Okay, that will be a reminder email that I will send that person. Here, offer reminder email. Okay, suppose I want to check whether these people have opened my acceptance confirmation or not, then I can use engagement split. Okay, based on the click. If they have accepted it, then I want to send them next email. That is, suppose I'll select any email, random email. This test email. Okay. And if they have not clicked on my email, then what I'll do, I can send them offer reminder email. So there is no need to do it again. What you can do, you can join it here. From here you can join here. So this path will continue from here. Alright. You can schedule it also, like when you want to schedule, you can run it at once or you can do it again and again. Okay. So I will select run once, then select here, and on activation I want that this journey should get run. Then what we need to do is we need to save it. Okay. And then we will validate it whether it has some error or not. See, this is the most essential part, the setting, which is here. Okay. So what setting says, there are three options. Content entry, no re-entry, re-entry anytime, or re-entry only after exiting. Okay, what does it mean? No re-entry means, suppose I have selected this, then my journey, once it will run, it will not get re-enter again. Why we use it? Suppose there are subscribers, I want to send them birthday emails. So birthday come once in a year. Okay, so once the journey will run, then it will run only after 1 year. So there will be no re-entry. Okay, in that scenario we'll select no re-entry. Suppose I want that the journey should run again and again. When this scenario will happen, suppose I have a product and there are multiple subscribers. Okay, and I have multiple products. So it is possible that subscribers can purchase my products again and again. Okay, in that scenario I will select this re-entry anytime, and similarly re-entry only after exiting. That means once the process has been done, then only the person can, or the subscriber can re-enter, or this journey can re-enter. Okay, so for now I am selecting no re-entry. Done. Now revalidate it. So it has been done. Suppose here I want to select only 1 minute time period. Okay, now activate it. Activate. So this is how my journey got activated, and I'll get notification. You are on your way. You are activated your journey monitor, its progress on the journey dashboard, or navigate to journey analytics for a deeper view. Okay, now this email I will check whether I got the offer letter or not. Okay. See, this is the 12:29 p.m. I got this mail. Hello Amrita Chaudhary, congratulations. We are excited to offer you the position, whatever. Okay. So this mail I got. Now what will happen? Once I click this offer, then it will check whether I opened that email or not. as I opened that email, then I'll got this acceptance confirmation email also. Okay. So after 1 minute, I'll get that email. Okay. And those who have surname other than Chaudhary, suppose let me check for Chauhan. Okay. This person should get which email? Acceptance confirmation email. Okay. Let me check it. See, acceptance confirmation email. Okay. Hello Madhukar Chauhan, thanks for accepting job offer. So this is how my journey builder will work. Alright, it will wait for 1 minute and then it will send open test email also. And this journey will get exited once, then it will not re-enter again. So this is how you can run your journey builder. If I'll refresh it, then I can check that how many records have entered here and what activities have happened. See, 4 records were there. For 1 record I sent offer letter. For other 3 I sent acceptance confirmation email. Right? After 1 minute of period, it checked whether they have opened my email or not. Okay, once they open my email, then they got this acceptance confirmation email and then exit. All right, from here also after 1 minute, whether they have opened the email or not, based on that the next journey will get run. So this is the thing that you can do from journey builder, and from here only we can send multiple emails, okay, through journey builder. Now there is a feature version. What does it mean? See, there is an option. You can pause it or you can stop this version also, but you cannot edit it. If you want to edit, you have to create a new version of this journey builder. Alright, so this feature is there. If you want to modify it, then you have to create new version. Alright, and from history, you can check your journey history also. There are other features, like from here also you can analyze your journey. Alright, and you can see your journey history from here also. So these are the features which are there in journey builder. Okay, so what feature we saw? We saw about entry sources, data extension. Okay. Similarly, we can use API event also. What is API event? API event can connect our org with any other external system. Okay. Through that, we can get real-time data and we can execute our journey. Okay. There are other things like Salesforce data. From Salesforce data, we can get our Salesforce org get connected with Marketing Cloud and we can get the Salesforce data from there and we can perform journey over here. Alright. Suppose in my Salesforce Sales and Service Cloud, there an object has been created and the record has been generated over there. So though that record will get fetched into Marketing Cloud, and from that and using that record or using that subscriber related information, I can build a journey over here. Alright, some activities are here. You can send email, in-app messages, inbox, line message, push notification, everything through journey builder also. Alright, and here some flow control are also provided. We saw decision split, we saw engagement split, we saw join. Okay, what is the meaning of path optimizer? What path optimizer do? Suppose I have two type of subject line which I want to, if I am sending an email, so there are two type of subject line A and subject line B. Now I want to decide like which subject line will be better. Okay, so I will use path optimizer. What path optimizer will do? It will, based on subscribers reaction or subscribers behavior or subscribers action, like which subject line the subscriber likes the most. Okay, so that subject line will path optimizer will decide, and this is how you can select the best thing, okay, from multiple options. So this is the work of path optimizer. Now random split. What random split will do? Random split will randomly split the audience, okay, and you can do activities from there. Next is the Einstein STO. What is Einstein STO? Einstein STO is the send time optimizer. It is a very smart tool or very smart flow control of journey builder. What it do? Actually, Einstein STO will check the subscribers comfort zone, or we can say check the subscriber, like at what time subscriber open my email or open my SMS or open my push notification. So that time the Einstein STO will observe, and from next time it will send email, SMS, push notification in that time only. Okay, so it observes the subscriber. So it is very smart tool. Next is frequency split. What frequency split will do? It will check whether the subscriber is getting extreme number of emails on, or what. If the subscriber is getting extreme number of emails, then it will control it. Okay, or if the subscriber is getting less number of emails than required, what are the required number of emails and the required number of emails, and suppose that person is getting less than those emails, then it will check it and it will control the number of email that we are sending. Okay, the next is scoring split. What scoring split will do? It will score the it will actually check the subscriber, like whether they are, how many times, means what the level of subscriber, how much they are interested in your email or whatever notification or whatever communication you are doing with subscriber. So this is the feature of journey builder. If you want to weight by attribute, based on attribute you need to take action, then you can do from here. You want to weight by duration, that we already saw. You can, if you want to wait until chat response, you can use it. If you wait until a day, if you want to wait until event, wait until in app event, wait until push event, then you can do it from here. So these are the multiple things. This is the sales and service cloud. What you can do, you can connect your sales and service cloud or with marketing cloud, and you can get real-time data from there also. So this is the journey builder that we have learned. Okay, thank you.